Morning all. Today we are going to continue the electrostatic topics in which electrostatic force we are discussing in the last class. Today we are going to discuss the concept of equilibrium. What is concept of equilibrium? Mute everyone. Okay, Swani, Shivudu is requesting us, requesting me, mute all. Okay, now till now muted 43 members, but if anybody joins again, we'll get a disturbance. Now today we are going to discuss the third charge in equilibrium. Very important one in JEE preparation or in preparation. Third charge in equilibrium. अब ये equilibrium क्या है सर? Okay, equilibrium. First we should know. One should know the basic idea of equilibrium. What is equilibrium? What is equilibrium? When the body is said to be equilibrium, when the body is said to be at rest. Quiz started. When the body is said to be at rest. First question. When the body is said to be at rest. Anybody? When the body is said to be at rest. Bolo. When the body is said to be at rest. Anybody? Chat and tell me their answers. कोई नहीं है. Firstly, me when there is no change with respect to surroundings. Possibility or thoda physics. No force acting. Rupali told that there is no force acting. So that means I can take force acting on it is 0. Right? Force acting on it is 0. Mass into acceleration is equal to 0. Acceleration is 0. Or velocity is constant. Then I can say the body is at rest. That means there is no force. Displacement is also 0. Now the question is equilibrium. Equilibrium क्या है? That means it is purely no force is acting. No force acting. Or force acting on the body is 0. Now, what is equilibrium? Can anybody tell what is equilibrium? कोई है? नहीं है? Still how many? 55 joined. Mute all. Let's. You have an app called a screen recording app. You can download from Google Play and just you can when the session starts, just you can on that button. It will be recorded and stored in your phones. So whenever you want, you can see that. Fine. Can anybody कोई है क्या? Equilibrium क्या है? What is equilibrium? When net force is equal to 0, somebody told that the net force is 0. Force is 0, net force is 0. This is very important. This net force is 0 means what you understand here is no force is acting or force is acting. Force is acting on the body or no force is acting on the body. What is the meaning of net force is 0? कोई है बोल सकते क्या? Anybody? Force acting on both sides is equal to Tayi Harshini told that net force is 0 means force will act on the body, but it will get cancelled. Very good. Harshini. So it will get cancelled. Force will be acting, but it will be get cancelled. Either it is 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it may be, but the net force will become 0. Force will act, net force is 0. Net force is 0 means the body should be in a rest. This is the basic concept one should know to start this work. So one should know what is equilibrium. Then it will be very happy to listen to things. Okay. Third charge in equilibrium. For this one, general formula. After that, we'll go to conceptual. And that conceptual again will apply this to the particular problem. And taking two charges, let us take it as plus Q1 plus Q. Two charges are there. Separated by certain distance, let us take it as D. D is the distance. If I ask you what is the electrostatic force between them, immediately you will say that F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. So let us take the R only. So Q1 and Q2 separated by certain distance, K Q1 Q2 by R square. Now the question is third charge in equilibrium. Only two charges are there. We want now third charge. I'll take a test charge. So let us make a Q naught is a test charge. Test charge. So like test mass in our first year 11th class, we discussed about a test mass also. What is the test charge? What you understand by test charge? Can anybody? If you can recollect with very good memory, definitely you'll be telling the answer for that one. Test charge. What are the conditions for test charge? What is the meaning of the test charge? Anybody? Nobody? We mean test charge. Compare this with the test mass. Then it will be comfortable for you. Okay. Test charge is nothing but a small charge, very small charge, which does not exert any force, electrostatic force. It's called a test charge. Okay. Now I take this test charge and I want to place along the line joining. It's nothing but along the line joining between two charges. Okay. According to Coulomb's inverse square law, the electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion is directly proportional to product of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them and acts along the line joining between them. Now let us take this Q naught is placed at a midpoint somewhere else and placing it. Let us say at this particular point Q naught. Fine. Now the condition is it should be in equilibrium. Q naught, third charge should be in equilibrium. Q naught should be in equilibrium. For this to be equilibrium, on this two forces should act. Two forces should be acting, which are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Now let us see here. If I take one charge, first charge, this charge Q1 try to repel in the forward direction. Q1 try to repel. Let us take it as positive. This is also positive charge. They will repel. That means a force will be acting by first charge is F1, and second charge is also repels this one. This will be acting away from it. But F1 and F2. Right. So Q2 repels this one in backward direction. Q1 repels this Q0 in forward direction. Both happens. Right. That means if F1 and F2 are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, then the net force on the will be 0. Then the third charge is said to be in equilibrium. Okay. Now let us take this distance is x, and remaining distance, this total distance is nothing but r. This is r minus x. 1 x r minus x r. Now if I want force acting between these two, F1 I write F1 equal to K Q1 Q0 Q1 Q0 divided by x square. Q1 Q0 divided by x square. Second one, Q2 if I take between these two, F2 is equals to K Q2 Q0 divided by R minus X whole square. Equilibrium, or this is also called a null point. Null points. Null point means at this particular point, force should become, net of forces should become 0. Then only it will be in a equilibrium. Right? Now, net of forces should be 0. Both are opposite in direction, right? Both are in opposite in direction. Yes or no? Now, can you tell me here? Both are equal and opposite, so that I can directly write F1 is equal to F2, or F1 minus F2 is equal to 0, because I don't know the distances. This distance is x, this is r minus x. When we do the problems, we'll be getting to know how much a distance it is. So F1 is equal to F2. That's the reason I cannot write. I can write F1 minus F2 or F2 minus F1 is 0. Anything is possible. Okay, F1 is equal to F2. Have you understood clear, all of you? Or any doubts? Let me know. Then I'll proceed further. From here onwards, everything is mathematics only. The concept has completed. Vimala, yes. Still, have you understood till this point? Yes. Steenam, yes. Tija, yes. Rupali, yes. Pradana, yes. Shriya, yes. Alekiam, yes. Yes, could be S. Good. Yes. This could be S. Yes. Harshini S. Pranita S. Yes. Take it as. Okay. So both will be F1 and F1 is equal to. So now will be equating simply that will be getting an equation of X, where I should keep test charge at a distance from the first charge. First charge may be small or big, we don't know that, right? Let's see. Now F1 is equal to F2. If I write here, F1 is a K into Q1 Q0 by X square equal to K into Q2 Q0 divided by R minus X whole square. K गया, Q0 गया, क्या बच गया? देखिए, Q1 by X square equals to Q2 by R minus X whole square. अब क्या करें? Q1 को इधर लेके आइए. Q2 by Q1 equals to Q1 by Q2. R minus X divided by X whole square. Right? Now, applying the square roots, that is R minus X divided by X is equals to under root of Q2 by Q1. R minus X. R by X minus 1 is equals to under root of Q2 by Q1. Right? What I did square. Under root of Q2 by Q1. Then we are getting under root of Q2 by 1, R minus X into 1. I'll write here remaining parts. Fine. इधर से उधर चलेगा. अब देखो. Now R by X minus 1 is equals to under root of Q2 by Q1, or simply R by X is equals to under root of Q2 by Q1 plus 1, or X is equals to R divided by under root of Q2 by Q1 plus R minus 1. Plus R minus 1. I took both are positive charges. Both are positive charges. Or both are negative charges, plus is applied. One is positive charge, one is negative charge, then negative sign. That means plus charges, plus is like charges, and minus is unlike charges. So when unlike charges, if I take negative sign, will get like charges, plus sign. Directly you can remember this formula to do the problems. Right? Conceptually, how we have to do? We'll take one example and we'll show it as how we can solve conceptually. Fine. And after solving conceptually, you can directly substitute in this one, same answer will be getting. There is no difference in the answer. Fine. Is it okay? Have you understood till now? Then just copy down, or take a screenshot, or you can download the app from Google Play Store and record the screen, and you can see and you can write fully. Anything can be done. Your understanding is very important. You understood? Okay, let me know. Yes. Done. That will proceed. Okay, completed. Done. Shall I erase the board? With your permission, I want to erase. Copied, sir. Yes, sir. Done, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Neha, Sunita. Yes, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir. Sreenam, done. Charita, done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done. Varsham, done. Varsha, done. Pranita, done. Done. Okay. Now, I try to erase this one. Okay. Now, we take one example. Example problem. Conceptually, how we have to solve? I'll take two charges, plus a Q and plus a 4Q. This is asked in previous JEE also. Right? plus Q and plus 4Q. Both are separated by distance of R. Right? This is nothing but line joining. Line. Right. Now see here, all of you. So this is nothing but line joining Q and plus 4Q. The third charge is in equilibrium. If I take capital Q, this is a plus capital. I am taking plus capital Q, plus or minus. No problem. This one. Okay, we'll take the plus Q, and plus Q has to place somewhere else along the line joining such that fine. Okay, now I want to place that plus Q somewhere else here, where this it should make equilibrium. That means that should be in equilibrium. Let us try along the line. Should I place only in the middle, or should I place here, or should I place here? Okay. At which point it will become 0. Now let us take at this particular point. I'll be taking here plus Q I2 plus Q. I place here, or I'll be placing here plus Q, or I'll be placing here plus Q. Three possibilities are there where we have to place this one. Let us see. So I place at the first position. Let us take it as this the first position. Number 1. It's nothing but number 2. Okay. Let me give the names for this one. First one and the second. This is first charge, second charge. Right. First and second and third position. This is nothing but third position. This is first position. Right. First, second, and the third one. First, second, and third one. Is it clear? Okay. Now, if I take at this particular point whether the net force acts on it is 0 or not, let me know first. First thing, what happens when I place here, this positive charge try to repel it in backward direction. That means force due to first charge is in backward direction. That is nothing but F1. Here also positive charge force plus 4Q is there. It tries to repel backward direction. That means F1. Nothing but F1. Both are coming in the same direction, so it is not possible. Have you understood this one? What we require, both should be opposite in direction. Then only there is a possibility that it will get cancelled and net force will become 0. Have you understand this concept? Q is trying to repel this one because both are positive charges. Repel this one in backward direction. Here plus Q also try to repel in backward direction. So right, yeah, all the lights. Completely out all the lights. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, no, yes. The board is clear. So, okay. Have you understood this one? How we are doing? It is not possible. I am saying how it is not possible. If I place a charge here, just try to plus Q charge try to repel in the backward direction. First one, and plus 4Q also try to repel the charge in backward direction. If you see F1 and F2, both are in the same direction. Understood this one? All of you? Now let us see at this particular point. If I see at this particular point, plus Q, this Q plus 4Q try to repel. That means it is trying to repel in this direction. That is F2. And this is a positive charge. Here also positive charge. This positive charge again try to repel in the forward direction. So this is nothing but F1. This is also not possible because both are getting in the same direction. If both are positive charges, third charge cannot place outside the charges. Then there we have to place. If I place in the middle, let us take, if I am placing at the middle. First thing on this one, due to positive charge, it will try to repel. Repel means force due to first charge is in the forward direction. That is nothing but F1. Able to see? Nothing but F1. This is F1 is in the forward direction. And plus 4Q try to repel in the backward direction. So this charge will repel, right? So go away from this one. That means it is going out. That means there is a possibility in the middle that both forces are opposite in direction. Have you understood till now? Everybody understood or not? You, after this, everything is mathematics only. You understand till here, then we'll proceed. Let me know through your chats. Harshini understood, Rupali understood. Still I want a confirmation from all. Seenam, yes. Usha, yes. Yes. Anna is understood that. Shreya, yes. Urvi understood, yes. Yes. Vimala, yes. Gayatri, yes. Alekiam, yes. Disha, yes. Shriya, yes. Tejita, yes. Smita, yes. Sir, can you explain the last point? Last point, this one. See here. Gauri. What happens here, if you take this charge will try to repel. Repel means this will go away due to this charge. That means force F2 is in backward direction. If you take this charge try to repel this one. That means what is the force acting on this plus small q charge on this big Q charge? It will try to repel. Both are opposite in directions. That means as the forces are both are opposite in direction, there is a possibility that net force will become 0. At these 2 points, it is not possible. This case, if you take both are positive in the middle only, middle points, both are negative, it is in the middle point. So both are positives, both are negative, it will be middle point, whether it is positive or negative. One is positive, one is negative, we'll be seeing it how it will look. Now it is clear, all of you. Concept is clear. Everybody, yes, no, yes, no. Why? Because here, if it is in the classroom session, so I'll be seeing all your faces and able to extract the information from your face feeling, right? So trying to make it as the best way. That's the reason I'm asking this many number of times. Okay. Let me proceed. Now from here onwards, the common thing, let us take this distance is x. The total distance I am taking r. Total distance is r. What is the remaining distance? So this is x. This is total distance is r. What is the remaining distance? क्या है remaining distance क्या है? बोलिए r minus x. जी अब दिया r minus. खत्म तीसरा खत्म जी हो गया. Now what we'll do? F1 will write first. F1 force between k into q, capital Q divided by how much distance it is? X square. Next F2 is equals to k into plus 4q and q divided by r minus x whole square. Both should be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Net force should become 0. Okay, r minus. Now can you tell me in this case which force is greater? F1 is greater or F2 is greater? Carefully give the answer. Which force is greater? F2, F2, okay, F2 another. F2 is greater because we don't know the distances. Okay, because we took the r, x and r minus x. We cannot predict that x is less or r minus x is less. With respect to charges, we'll be able to say. So here q into q, here 4q into q. That means it is directly proportional to product of the magnitude of charges. So definitely F2 is greater than F1. Now we got a clarity that I can write net force equal to F2 minus F1. Is it clear this one? Now click F2 minus F1. The net of force is equal to 0 or F2 is equal to F1. F2 is equal to F1. So before me, can you solve and tell me what is the value of x going to come? क्या आएगा answer? Yes, okay. Now if you take both are equated, now k into q divided by x square equals to k into 4q into q divided by r minus x whole square. So k से k गया, q से q गया, capital Q से q गया. So we are getting 1 by x square is equal to 4 by r minus x whole square, or we can write r minus x divided by x whole square equals to 4, or r by x is equals to, right, root of 4, or we can write plus r minus 2. I can take now plus r minus 2 and plus r minus 2, right? R minus x by x, otherwise under root of 4. So done thing here. Already here, these points. Check. Points. x divided by x is equal to plus or minus 2, or r by x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus 2. So r by x minus 1 is equals to 2, r by x minus 1 is equal to minus 2. Right. Now we'll write first one r by x. Otherwise we'll try to do first r by x is equals to 3, or x is equal to r by 3. First one. Second one here I'll take I'm taking here r by x minus 1 is equals to minus 2, or r by x is equal to minus 2 plus 1, or r by x is equal to minus 1, or x is equal to minus r bar. X is equal to minus r. Two possibilities, three parts. So calculation part you understood, then conceptual part I tell. Calculation part understood all of you? Calculation part, Lekya yes, Rupali yes, Shriya yes, Rejita yes, Varshini yes, Balmoori yes, Tayi yes, Gayatri yes, Gurvi yes, Charita yes, Vagdevi yes. Okay. Yes, yes. Now here if you see x is equal to r by 3. R by 3 means it is in between these two. That means this is the correct answer. We are getting two answers here. X is equal to r by 3, and one more if I take negative sign, x is equal to minus r. So minus r is not possible, because minus r means we have to move away from this one, away from the positive charge, or here away from the plus 4q charge. That means at this particular point it is not possible, as already we discussed. That's the reason this is not possible. This is not possible. If I take this the answer, it should lie outside the charges. If I take this the answer, then it will lie in between the charges. Is it clear? This one, all of you? समझ गया? Nice. Or here x is nothing but r by 3, and remaining distance कितना हो जाएगा? r by 3. उसके बाद में remaining distance बोलिए 2r by 3. The remaining distance is 2r by 3. What is the important conclusion? कौन सा less है? r by 3 or 2r by 3? Which is less distance? r by 3 or 2r by 3? Which is less distance? Which distance is
2r by 3, which is a less distance means it is 2. Okay. Now r by 3 is less one. So what are the conclusions that we have to draw here? Always the null point. This is called null point. Null point always lies towards the smaller charge. This is the smaller charge, and the distance is r by 3 less distance. Okay, is it clear? Otherwise, directly conceptual. From this conceptual learning of this problem, what we learned is here. It is not possible to have outside, only in between it is possible, because both are like charges. Just now we derived the formula. Substitute that, and you can see what is the answer that you will be getting. See, if I take x is equal to formula, we got r by under root of q2 by q1 plus r minus 1. This is the formula we have. Okay. So when it is having the formula x is equal to r into under root of q2 by q1 plus r minus 1. Right. Plus r minus 1. Then here as it is like charges, like charges means these two are like charges, we have to use only plus. Unlike charges means negative. Now x is equal to r divided by under root of q2 by q1 plus 1. So which one we have to, hello? Is it clear? Why is somebody saying that my voice is not clear? Is it audible? Is it audible? Voice is audible? Yeah, one more thing is sometimes your data problem may create that type of body is not clear. Somebody saying that body is not clear. Is it clear? Yes? No? No? Fine. Now it is clear? Yeah, fine. Sure. Now you can substitute in this formula and you can check it out that x is equal to r by under root of q2 by q1 plus 1. So q2 kya lena? That means second charge is there that we have to take. We don't know. Always q2 to be taken higher charge. The maximum magnitude which is having that charge you take it as q2 and q1 you have to take the first charge. Then I can write here x is equal to r. R is as it is divided by under root of q2. Q2 is 4q. 4q divided by q plus 1. Why I am taking plus 1? Because they are positive charges. Both are like charges. If it is negative also, there is no problem. One positive, one negative, that we have to check it out. So under root of 4q by q plus 1. Otherwise, q will get cancelled. Under root of 4. Under root of 4 means 2. Under root of 4 means 2. So x is equals to r divided by 2 plus 1 is directly getting the answer. R if x is nothing but r by using the formula, you'll get this one. And second thing, by conceptually, we'll be coming to know that it is not possible at the outer. Is it done? Then we'll proceed with the next problem. Just try to give the confirmation to me. Done. Pali done. Done. Varsha done. 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 Okay. Now we'll go with the next problem. I'm taking question 2. Right? Question number 2. Plus q and minus 9q. Because 9 I'm taking because root will be very easy for that one. So root of 9, so 4. Okay. Now we take plus q and minus 9q. Just I'll draw one index line. The separation between them is r. Let us take. Now have a positive plus q charge. Simply the answer is nothing but if you use x is equal to sir r by under root of q2 by q1 plus r minus 1. You can use that formula to get the answer. Conceptual study by using the formula, right? Both will be entirely different. Now, if you take it as plus, we have to use minus. We have to use this minus. We have to use why? Because they are unlike charges. As they are unlike charges, what I can use here? X is equals to r divided by under root of q2 by q1 plus 1. Sorry, minus unlike charges. Now take this q2 by q1 minus 1. X is equals to r divided by under root of q2 by q1. q2 by q1. q2 means already I told what should we take? q or 9q. Can you tell me? q or 9q. मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ आंसर बोलो. q2 what should I take? q or 9q. 9q. Only magnitude, not negative sign. That is 9q. We have to take 9q divided by q minus 1. These two will get cancelled. Now x is equals to r by root 9. It's nothing but 3 minus 1. X is equal to r by 2. That means r by 2 distance we are getting here. But the question is r by 2 distance in between or outside, we don't know till now. R by 2 distance to the fine. From plus q charge inside or minus q side outside or plus q charge outside, like this we have Many doubts still here. Answer will be getting, but the directions we cannot say outside or inside. For that sake, we have to go with conceptually, right? If we asking only what at what distance, directly we can use it as. Hopefully understood this one. Now we'll go with conceptual method. Conceptually, I'll be taking a plus q, right? Now let us take at this particular point first. I'll be taking here plus q. Let us see clearly here if it is plus q. First, this positive charge. This is a positive charge. This is positive charge. This charge will try to repel. That means this is nothing but F1 is active. Clearly see. Plus q try to repel this charge in forward direction because both are positive charges. Now this is a negative one. Negative charge try to attract. Negative is trying to attract. Attract means this is in this direction. F2 right. Both we are getting in same direction. When both are getting in same direction, it is not possible to get an equilibrium. That means center it is not possible. So where it is possible, let us see. Here, first, previously what we discussed, positive it is at center C. Null point is at center C. Negative you take it also at center. I am taking one positive, one negative, or one negative, one positive. Where it will lies and what conditions. Now let us take at this particular point, I place outside to the smaller charge. Which is smaller charge? Q or minus 90 volume. Let me know smaller charge. The concept of smaller charge, I am asking the question. Q or the 9Q, which is smaller charge? Everybody. Q or 9Q. What's a smaller charge? Q. So most of them are mathematical brains. 1 into Q. Minus 9 smaller. But charge is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude but no direction. Minus 9 nahi hota. It is only 9. Okay. So 9Q. It is nothing but 9Q. Because the basic property of charge is it's a scalar quantity. It does not have magnitude. It does not have direction, only magnitude. We have to consider only magnitude. We have to consider. So magnitude means Q, 9Q. 9Q bada ho gaya. It's a bigger one. And the Q is what? Smaller one. So now we'll be taking the charge nearer to smaller. Now I'll be placing plus Q at this particular point. Now what happens? Let us see. Between these two, repulsive force will be there. That means this will repulse in backward direction. Whenever I keep here, that means if I keep here, it will be moving the backward direction. That is nothing but let us take it as F1. I'm taking this as first charge, second charge. Now minus 9Q on this one, it will repulse or attracts. Minus 9Q on this charge, it will attract or repulse. Can you tell me the answer? Attracts. Harshini, attracts. Attracts. Attracts means direction of it is left side or right side. Direction of force left side or right side. Left or right. Direction left or right. Left or right. Left to bol rahe, koi to bola left. Right. Right or right. That means it will attract. See, this is nothing but trying to attract this one. It's trying to attract. This is the negative charge. This is the negative charge. It will try to attract. So that means it is trying to attract. So here I write. This is trying to attract. So F1, 2. See, F1 and F2 both are opposite in direction. It will get nullified. There is a possibility that it can happen at this particular point. Now, can you tell me which force is greater, F1 or F2? Anybody? F1 greater hai or F2 greater hai? F2 is greater. Obviously, F2 is greater because F1 is small. F1 is small. F2 is greater because it's the product of Q and 9Q. We are only bothered about the magnitudes. Here, Q and small q. Small plus Q and capital Q. This magnitude is less when compared to this one. Now see, here F2 is trying to pull and F1 is trying to pull in backward direction. Right? I am taking with respect to smaller charge. Okay. Now, if I proceed with this one, can I proceed? All of you? Everybody? Yes? No. If I take this distance is x, I have to place at x. It's nothing but x. Between these two, it is at a distance of x. Between these two, it is at a distance of r distance. Right. I want to write F1 now. F1 equal to K into capital Q small q divided by x square. F1 is the force exerted by the small q charge. And F2, if I take F2 equals to K into capital Q minus is not required, only magnitude will be taking 9q divided by 9q divided by R plus x whole square. Net force should be 0. So net force is 0. Net force is 0. Then I'm writing F2 minus F1 is equals to 0. F2 minus F1 is equal to 0. F2 is greater. We know that. So that's the reason I'm writing F2 minus F1 is equal to 0. Or F2 is equals to 1. Or K capital Q 9q divided by R plus x whole square is equals to K capital Q small q divided by x square. Q gaya is 9. So what is the leftover parts? Now 9 by R plus x whole square is equals to, right, equal to क्या कर सकते हैं देखिए what is there 1 by x square 1 by x square. Then take this side R plus x divided by x whole square equals to 9 by 1 or R plus x by x is equals to 9 plus R minus 3. R by x plus 1 is equal to plus 3. One option. So I can write here R by x is equals to 3 plus 1. And next R by x is equals to minus 3 plus 1. We'll be getting the two options are there. Let me go there.
Sir,
Yeah.
it is plus x. R by x plus 1.
Plus?
R by x plus 1. It should be R by x plus 1. You got minus 1.
No, just a moment. You might be confused here. I'll write this side. Hopefully, I never do a mistake. X is equal to plus or minus 3, right? Now, R by x plus 1 is equals to, first thing I'm taking plus 3. Two possibilities are there, plus or minus. Plus 3 I'll take, minus 3 I'll take. Two possibilities I'm taking. So, R by x is equal to plus 3 minus 1. Am I right? Yes, sir. No.
Yes,
so,
sir.
R by x is equals to 2. First case. And second case, if I take x is equal to here R by 2 here. Next, R by x plus 1 is equal to minus 3. R by x is equal to minus 3 minus 1. So R by x is equals to minus 4. Fine. Minus 4. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Minus 4, or simply I can write here x is equals to R by 4. Right. So two possibilities, R by 2, and the second one is minus. First, once you go through it, 30 seconds, and if you have any doubts, you ask me. Done. When we did normal method we got R by 2. R by 2 we got R minus R by 4. What do you got? R by 2. That means R by 2 from this smaller charge. From this distance, this is nothing but R by 2. Minus R by 4, it is not possible. R by 2 from the smaller charge we are taking. This is R by 2. From here we are measuring. This is nothing but R by 2. Otherwise, it will go beyond of this one, minus, right, or that side, negative side. So only possibility is what? R by 2. Right. So we're done with that one. Then we'll proceed. Yes, no, yes, no, done, understood. How we are calculating the concept of equilibrium. This is the way that conceptual method we are using to find it out where we have to place. Number one, magnitude simply with the formula we can use and we can substitute, we'll get the answer. There is no problem in that one, right? So that is the difference between a MSET level and a JEE advanced level. Okay, JEE advanced level simply they'll be writing the formula and substitute and get the answer. That's all. The conceptual level, if you take, is the conceptual level where we have to place, where we should not place. It's very important that one should learn. Okay, next. I'm trying to raise this one. Hopefully you done. Now the next concept is SHM, simple harmonic motion, advanced level multi-concept. Right? Very simply, we'll deal this concept. SHM, simple harmonic motion, simple harmonic motion. In simple harmonic motion, 8 marks question. Oh, earlier, sir, and look, 8 mark question. Time period of a simple harmonic motion. Okay, you cannot type, right? If I ask also, you cannot type that one formula based. Right. The time period of simple harmonic motion or simple pendulum is equals to 2 pi under root of L by G we got for a simple pendulum, or a general equation if I want T is equals to 2 pi under root of M by K. M by K for spring constant. K is nothing but a constant. Spring constant. Time period 2 pi under root of M by K. K is a constant. That means F, the force, can be written as minus K into X. We learned that F is proportional to minus X. Force and displacement both are opposite in direction. Then F is equal to some constant K into X, or T is equals to 2 pi under root of M by K. Is it clear, this one? All of you? So we have to calculate the time period of a charged particle. This we have to discuss here. Let me arrange this one. This is the basic concept required, background concept to solve this problem. Little higher level problem. I'll take two charges. Let me take plus Q and a plus Q charges. Plus Q and plus Q charges. Separated by distance of, let us take it as X. Separating by distance of X naught, I will take it as a better way. I'll take from the center, exactly keep at center, because these two are equal in magnitudes. From the center, let us take it as this is 2a distance. 2a distance means from the first one to the center is nothing but center C. It is x a distance. This one will be x. Sorry, a distance. This is nothing but a distance. This is a and this is also a from the center. Is it clear? Total distance is 2a. So there is no confusion. Now you take one test charge. Two charges are there. What I draw here would be a simple thing. Two charges, two positive charges separated by distance of 2a. From the center, first charge is at A and second charge is at B. Fine. Now, between these two things, a force will be there. What is that force? Whereas the electrostatic force A U square divided by 2a. Fine. Now I take a test charge. Test charge. Test charge Q. What are the conditions of test charge? What is a test charge? What are the conditions for test charge? कोई बोल सकते हैं क्या? अभी बोले थे आप लोग? Can you tell me, anybody? Can you tell anybody? कोई बोल सकते हैं क्या? It is a very small charge. Yes. Test charge is a small charge. And one more thing also I told. If you are carefully listening, you can tell one more answer. It is a small charge, obviously. One more bola tha, one more bola tha, one more bola tha. Has no effect. No effect. That means there is no, it does not exert electrostatic force. It does not exert any electrostatic force. Small charge and there is no electrostatic force exert on. Okay. Now take this charge and place here. I'm placing at a few marks. Exactly at this distance. Now can you tell me this is in rest or not? सोच समझ के, दिल लगा के, दिमाग लगा के बोलो आंसर. Will it be at rest or not? सोच समझ के बोलना आंसर. Will it be at rest or not? Will it be at rest or not? बोलो एक बार. No, Rupali, no, Balmoori. It is in equilibrium or not? At rest only, at rest only, at rest only. Seen on the RS. It is in equilibrium. Rest. Rest, how it is possible? Rest, how it is possible? Because both 1 and 2 forces, if I take the conceptually, this try to repel in forward direction, F1, with 1 force. And this try to repel this charge in backward direction is nothing but F2. Hopefully, both are equal in magnitudes and opposite in direction. Yes or no? Why? Because I separated equal distances. So both forces will be same and net force will become 0. You understood this one, all of you? It is in equilibrium. क्या बोलना? Not rest. Sir, rest बोल रहे क्या sir? आप भी rest ले लेते हैं, आप भी rest ले लो. नहीं, not rest. क्या है? Equilibrium. Why it is in equilibrium? See, these two are at same distance. These two are at the same distance, and the magnitudes of plus q same, and q naught is a small charge. That's a fact. We are getting both are equal in magnitudes and opposite in direction. The net force will become 0. समझ गया ना? Yes or no? Yes no. जल्दी जल्दी बोलना. हाँ? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It is in equilibrium. Yes, okay. Chalo. Now, this is one. Now, what we'll do is it is in equilibrium. Now, what I require, what I'm going to do, time period of this test charge. Now, what I'll do is slowly I'll pull this one. Slowly I'll pull this towards this one. What happens? एक खाली बैठा क्या? नहीं बैठा. जाओ बोल के बोला. For example, anybody, if they are coming nearer to you, hey, चल भाग बोल के कुत्ते को भेज देते बस. Now it's trend, right? If anybody coughing, immediately, अम्मा चलो भाई इसको आ गया, COVID है. Anybody coming nearer to, भगा देते, कुत्ते को छोड़ देते. We have given very good examples last year, right? If you want to know your capacity of running capacity, okay? So beat a dog. Then you run more than PT Usha. So now what we will be doing is we are pulling this towards positive charge. The positive charge क्या खाली बैठा क्या? चल भाग भाई बोल के पीछे आ जाते. So if I pull this one in the forward direction, pulling this in the forward direction, immediately it will exert a force in which direction? Forward or backward direction? I'm pulling this in the forward direction. I'm pulling this in the forward direction. Forward direction, I'm pulling that one. So this distance is becoming less. This try to repel this force in which direction? Forward direction or backward direction? Bolo answer. Backward direction. That means a force will be acting in backward direction. Let us give this is 1 and this is 2 charges. A force will be acting 2 due to this one. It will repels. Repels both the piche aa raha now. So it gone till this point. Let us take. It has gone till this point. This distance is x. I move to a distance of x. Immediately it will push in backward direction. Now it has come again till this point. Let us take it as x. Okay. We pulled in backward direction. That means this charge is pulled in backward direction. This is also push in forward direction. That means it will move again in forward direction. It's move in forward direction, which is nothing but F1. Ab dekho. Piche ja raha, backward, front and backward, to and fro motion. That means simply if you displace from that position, it starts oscillating. It's like if you take a simple pendulum, just if you leave it in the back, right? You leave it. This let us take like this is a pendulum. Just I leave like this, it will be oscillating. Will be oscillating. కొంచెం మొదలు పెడితే కింద పడిపోతుంది అందుకే ఇట్లా పెడుతున్నాం. మనం చాలా ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేసినాం. ఓకే, ఇది కూడా ఒక ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ అనుకోండి. Right, so that is nothing but it is moving, oscillating. If you simply, that means it is going forward and backward direction. Till here you understood or not? Everybody, from starting, that is Q is placed at the center. Next, what we did, I displaced from a forward direction, then I left, then it is moving forward and backward direction. Now it is in simple harmonic motion. That means it is obeying the condition for when I move forward direction x, it is going in the backward direction with force. X and F both are opposite in direction. Do you agree this one? If I displace this in forward direction, it is trying to pull in which direction? Backward direction. That means F is directly proportional to negative of x. Or F is equals to minus K into x. Keep it like this. That means it is a condition for essential condition for essential condition to satisfy. But we have to calculate the time period of this. Time period of that simple pendulum. Here onwards completely mathematics only. Nothing to worry about this one, mathematics. But till here, if it is clear, then we'll go. Yes, no. Yes, no. Like, for example, it moved backward direction to a distance. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now let us take this distance. It's nothing but a minus x. A minus x. This complete distance a plus x. A plus x. Fully. Right? This complete distance is a plus x. This distance is a minus x. If I write F2 is equal to K Q naught Q divided by a minus x whole square F2 first. F1 equals to K Q naught Q divided by a plus x. Till here it is clear or not, everybody? Or any doubt here? We can discuss from here onwards. Everything is mathematical parts. Conceptual part is completed. Vimodu full fast గా ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తున్నావు. అన్ని బంద్ అయిపోయినాయి మనకి బయట. It's clear. Ghana. Still done. Now the question for you: which force is greater, F1 or F2? F1 or F2, which is greater? Which is greater, F1 or F2, which is greater? सोच समझ के आंसर बोलना पड़ेगा, दिमाग से, दिल से. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. Yes. Yeah. Urvam told F2 and Rupali told F1. अरे दिमाग लगाओ, खाना भूख लग रहा है शायद नहीं. Equal అంటున్నారు అక్షరం రెడ్డి. F2 అంటున్నారు, F2 కొంతమంది F2 అంటున్నారు, కొంతమంది F1 అన్నారు. కొద్దిసేపు అది ఆకలి అవుతుంది నా లెక్క. F1 इल्लोरी F1 कैसा होता भाई? F1 कैसा होता ब्रो? F देखिए Q K is a constant, Q naught Q both are equal. भैया स्टीनम इक्वल कैसे कैसे देखो फॉर्मूला देखो स्टीनम देखो. So K into Q naught Q divided by a minus x whole square. So it is not depending on this factor, because this factor and this factor, numerator factors both are equal. Denominator को देखो, a minus x is less or a plus x is less. This is less. That means square of it is more or less. When it is less, F1 2 will be more. This is more, so that समझ गया ना? सभी लोग समझ गए ना? F2. Yes or no? दिमाग लगाना, दिमाग का खेल. Right? Okay. Now the next one is net force. Will the net force is zero? Yes or no? You answer. Will the net force is zero? Here Rupali sir explain again. F2 देखो, this is a constant, बेटा, ये दोनों constant है. F2 कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं? Greater, because this numerator is less. A minus x is less or more? A plus x is less or more? बोलो.
Yes sir.
Less. This or this one? A minus x is less. Denominator is less. Numerator will increase. सही बात है. Rupali, got it? Yes, no, जल्दी. Got it, sir. Okay. That means numerator value is decreasing, force will increases. So denominator value is decreasing, this force will increases. Here it is more. A plus, A minus, increase होगा distance. Either A plus, increase होगा distance. So F1 becomes this. Now the next question is the net force is zero or not? No, back there we know. Very good. Because net force is not zero. Starting when it is in equilibrium, then the net force is zero. But now we moved from that equilibrium position. So going forward, coming backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. That means force is increasing, decreasing. Then the net force will not be zero. So initial condition we are taking, F2 is greater than F1. As we pull and distribute. So F2 is greater than F1. So F2 minus F1. Or net force is equal to F2. F2 is nothing but K Q naught Q. If I take it as common, I'll be getting 1 minus A minus x whole square minus 1 by A plus x whole square. Right? Is it clear this one? A minus x whole square, A plus x whole square. That's a simplification. k q naught q divided by a plus x whole square minus a minus x whole square divided by a square minus x square whole square. Correct na? Yes or no? నాకు maths రాదు. I don't know maths. Why bolo? Yes or no? Correct or kada? Yes, no. Tell me fast. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Now, direct answer I want. Direct answer I want. A plus x square, a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. If you solve, what is the final result? మళ్ళా మనం అన్ని వేసుకుంటే పోతే కష్టమవుతుంది. బోలో. एक बार बोलो. 4ax. Very good answer. 4ax. 4ax. చాలా మంది ఇస్తున్నారు answers. 4ax. Directly I can write 4ax. 4ax. I'm writing here. Now the rate of force is equals to k q naught q into 4ax divided by a square minus x square whole square. Right. Is it clear? This one? Okay. Now in this one, can you tell me a and x? A and x, which is greater? X is greater or a is greater? Which is greater? A or x? In a and x, which is greater? A or x? A or x? A is greater. So a is much more greater than x. A is much more greater than x, or a square is much more greater than x square. So x can be neglected. X square can be neglected in the denominator. X square can be neglected in the denominator. Sir, ఎట్లా సార్ అంటే G2 వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు కావచ్చు, G1 వాళ్ళకి కొన్ని సార్లు చెప్పాను నేను. I told in G1. See, for example, if I say 99.99 అంటే మనం దాన్ని 100% is nothing but 100. అంటే 0.01 is neglected when compared to 100. 0.01 is neglected when compared to 100. So that's the reason we keep calling that. For example, 99.5. 99.5 can be written as 99.6. 100. The 0.4 can be neglected. 0.4 can be neglected when compared with 100. For example, if I take 1, 1 cannot be written as 0.6 because for example, in the life, so for example, when you మనం ఏదో షాపింగ్ పోయినప్పుడు he'll tell that 1000 rupees షాపింగ్ పోతారు కదా, 1000 rupees డ్రెస్ అంటాడు. 1000 rupees డ్రెస్ అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నీ దగ్గర 999 rupees ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, 999 rupees is there. Then he'll be taking it. ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటాడు అంటే 1 rupee is neglected when compared to 1000 rupees. అదే నువ్వు చాక్లెట్ కొన్ని పోయినావు, 2 rupees చాక్లెట్ అన్నాడు. ఓకే, 1 rupee ఇచ్చినావు, ఇస్తాడు అవడు ఇవ్వడు. ఎందుకంటే 2 rupees లో 1 rupee is 50%. This is the example we discussed many times in the class. Fine. So here it is neglected. R square is neglected. So finally, what I'm getting here, k q naught q into 4ax divided by a to the power of 4. Here x square neglect అయిపోయింది, a to the power of 4. That means I'll be getting here 3. So I'll be getting k q naught q into 4x by a cube. Right. Now finally, I'll be writing here. Is done. All of you done till here? Done? One more minute is there to end the class. Rupali Reddy, yes. Just I'll arrange this diagram. So now I'm taking this force. This is nothing but net force. What I got, net force is equals to k q naught q into 4 divided by a cube into x. So this can be written as minus. Because x I'm taking outside, nothing. Okay, rearranging the equation. So this is nothing but equal to minus. It looks like f is equal to minus k into x. K value, you can take that one. So k is nothing but, now t time period is 2 pi under root of m by k, m divided by k. So what is k here comparison? Just we have to substitute that one. So substitute that. Here t is equals to 2 pi under root of m by k. M by k is this k is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Otherwise, if you have any confusion here, I'll write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught a cube into, this is nothing but a cube, q naught into 4. So 4 will get a cancels. Now I can substitute directly here. If I substitute the k value is nothing but this part. Either you take it as a p, let us take it as px, p is this, right? Then k, q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught into a cube. or T is equals to, there is no 4 will cancel. Now 2 pi into under root of m into pi epsilon naught a cube divided by q naught. This is the final time period expression. Is it clear, this one? Understood? Let me know. Fine, all of you. Any difficulty? Got it? The answer. Answer is m a cube. Okay, m a cube pi epsilon naught divided by q cubes. So this is the way that we'll be applying in advanced level concepts the time period of charged particle. Okay, all of you. So see you tomorrow with electric field concepts. Tomorrow we are going to start the new concept. Till here, electrostatic forces ended. Bye. Good day. Thank you. Thank you, Vimala. Bye, all of you. Harshini, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Gahana, bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Purvi, bye. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye, sir. Bye. Okay. Bye.